Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Loan Depot Park. Game 2 of the American League Wild Card Series coming your way on the show.
The opponent, and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand.
Well, he settles under it in left, and that will end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically
up the middle. They take the force out, and that is that. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. No score.
Really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And that is that. One hit, one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied, 0-0. Sneaks through, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Make that mistake again.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. Grounder might be 2. Shapiro over to second, double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
And watches strike 1. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Picked to second, and it's thrown into center.
You want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the sliding grab. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Wow. That will be a highlight. That was incredible.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability. I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
And now here is Oliver Ojeda. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. The throw in, safe! In comes the run from second, and they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and shoot.
Gloves it on the dive, throws from the seat of his pants. Nicely done for the out.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning. Doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Alvin Zicafus. He's 0 for 1. Line drive, base hit. Heading for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single and a 2-1 ball game now.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he can handle. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed.
Out towards right center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. We are tied at 2.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seat spot. He'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that running from third.
And that one ripped to left. And that will end the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the 4th inning now in game 2. We are tied 2-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose. So
Star. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. And midway in the 4th, we are tied 2-2. Grounds one to short. Swift throws across the diamond, and that's the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. On to the top of the 5th we go. We are tied 2-2. To third, Beal. To second, there's 1, and that's 2.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Got him swinging. Lined, and that's a base hit. Now a relay to third. The tag, and he's out. Here's the second baseman, Tom Shapiro. 1 for 2. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Here's the catcher, Ruben Shealy. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run! And they take the lead. It's 4-2. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat. That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time.
Runner on the go. Back up the middle and a base hit. Throw into third. He's in there. On the bases with 2 already in to score here in the bottom of the 6th. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Holmes around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they lead by 4.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We're through 6 full. The Red Sox on top here, 6-2. This one in the air, center field. Rockwell sizing this one up, makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Oh, great stop. Gathers and throws. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Oh, that one right there had the looks of one of those plays of the week. Great diving stop, but he just couldn't set up to make a good throw. Maybe got a little too excited. He was probably feeling it as well, but either way, that's a tough play and a tough error.
Hard hit down the line and left. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Coming home. The relay throw, but it's offline. It's 6-3.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
In 2 of the wild card series. Well struck right field. That's back there. Out of here. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-5. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark. Baggin, give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
Hit on the ground to short. Into the outfield. Base hit.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for him.
To short, could be 2. Slings to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
Hey, they played the matchup right there. Worked out perfectly. Got the ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Ripped on a line. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 6-5. You're watching the American League Wild Card Series on the show.
You take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And down on strikes. And one away.
Well, he throws him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back. Long gone. And we have a tie ball game. It's 6-6. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it.
Down the left field line. Looks like extra bases. There comes the throw. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
1 out, runner at second. Beal will hit next. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Ball outside. Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate to get that go-ahead run home. The defense might pull the infield in.
With the go-ahead run at third, here in the late stages of Game 2. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the left center field. In to score from third. And it's an RBI single, and in the ninth, they take the lead.
Well, that at-bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way, and as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the
Strike one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Ranging back. Reaching for it and brings it in. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. One was the solo homer. One more shot coming up. Bottom of the ninth on deck. The Knights lead it 8-6. Here's the 0-2. Out to short. Handles, throws to first. 1 out, bottom of the ninth.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. 2 up, 2 down.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to turn and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
On the ground to third, and this should do it. Ball game. They win the series and punch their ticket to the American League Division Series. The Red Sox sweep this wild card series with back-to-back wins on the road. And they can now shift their focus to the division round.
Well, hats off to them, Boog. I mean, it's very difficult to come into a hostile stadium with all the energy and excitement of the postseason, but clearly that was no issue for these guys. They played well, and I think that bodes well for their chances at making a deep run here in October.
And a lot of disappointment for these.